And we're back with more explosions. Sorry if the commentary in the last part was pretty boring, because it's the intro and I tried to recreate everything I lost the first time I talked, so it's not as good when it's just out of the way. And what's Archie Log doing here? He's just gonna walk in circles. Really panicking there. And camera falling. How our ship has sirens on it, it looks all wooden to me, I have no idea. And Eugene Paul's just gonna be walking pretty casually with his grin. And important plot piece here. What? Roy says we should prepare to abandon ship. This thing is looking... I'm afraid it might already be too late. Oh noes! The controls aren't responding. And the plane's passing overhead. Let's hope it doesn't crash like this ship. Because, yeah, for no reason, this ship's just gonna crash. Suddenly it's raining. Like, yeah. Notice there's like a little purple aura there. That's basically what causes us to crash. Spoiler, it's not for weather. Despite how that looks pretty accurate, but... And we're going to crash, and yay. And the abandoned Albatross is our home base. There aren't monster scout posts or scouts going around because this game takes place on a deserted island. And we're trying to get off. Pretty amazing plot right there, huh? It gets a little bit more, I guess the word would be complex. That's not really that great of a word because it's not there your monster. Let's save! Alright then. Overload my data that only has like a ghost on it. Yeah, I got rid of I moved all my S-Star, all of that over. And yeah, and there's the Countess. And the Countess is just gonna be like, oh hi, and then fly away. I'm really glad the Countess isn't a version of the Incarnates in this game. Because yeah, that would kinda disappoint. And there's the Albatross. And my computer is like freaking out even though there's like nothing going on it right now. Like literally it's on the login page. Really processing some hard stuff there, huh, computer? Alright, so we're just walking around and... So now we got control. We got control. And, so you can grab these and it's a pretty pebble. Later you are in the game, the rare VMs, and be sure to grab this. Kick it. And curiosity killed the cat, but not the monster scout. I didn't notice that. And this will give you a scouting ability. I learned Zoom. Zoom, motherfucker. Zoom. Sorry for the language, but my friend wanted me to make that reference to Nostalgia Correct. And so now we go up on the... That's Zoom from the first game. And, yeah, it's, pretty good. They really fixed it. It used to be you go back to, like, the area you last were, to the entrance. But now you can just, like, go anywhere with it, like, teleport. So it's a lot more useful. And this is now our ship. It's ours to keep, basically. Because, yeah, the only person left is Scotty. The interior of the ship is a mess. Alright. And all, like, the monsters are gone except for... Okay, good. Good. It's the Cappuccino. Blah. Alright, I am okay with that because that thing has, like, a decent attack stat. Like, for one before, the ghost I got was horrible. Because, it knew no magic, and it had a horrible attack stat, but a really good wisdom stat. Alright, so, is someone there? And there was Scotty. Or Roy, I think that's his name. Yep. Hoots! It's wee Stowaway. I'm glad to see you're still drawing breath. And my computer quieted down. Good. And he climbs up. And I bang my arm against a stool. Good as rain. Yeah, I'm not going to read every single dialogue if you didn't notice from the first part. But there's an earthquake from the forest. So naturally we should go explore there for survivors. Because it's totally safe. And so he's basically going to say, what's in there? We should go look for survivors, which is what I just said. And he's going to be like, oh wait, you don't have a monster yet, so I'm going to, like, give you the only monster that survived. And be fully healed and stuff. Thankfully, I like this monster. Oh. Oi, wake up, you stowaway. And happy music for deserted ship. Ow. I didn't get a wink of sleep all night. Alright, so now it's daytime. And so, it's like, hey, let's get going. Oh, I nearly forgot you don't have a monster yet. So, we're gonna get this thingy, and I will name it... It's a shish kebab, but I don't know, I guess I'll name it, what will I name it? Blah. You know, even though it looks nothing like that, I am just going to name it... Oh wait, you don't even get to name it, it just comes with a name, I think. If I'm correct. Alright, yeah. It comes with a name. You can change its name, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Switch monsters, and what's its name? I'm curious. Buddy. Really, game? Buddy? Alright, so he's gonna level up pretty fast. You can tell how fast a monster's gonna level up based on how much experience it takes for them to get from level 1 to level 2. If it takes them 8 experience, then they're gonna level up, like, fluently for, like, as long as you use them. If it takes them 16, it's gonna be a bit annoying, and anything above that, it's gonna take a long time to level them up. Alright, so now we get going. And here we are. This was actually I kind of like the music. And so, remember, you're free to save your game at any point. We won't do that right now. And first things first, let's get a slime. I'm going to be doing some grinding off screen, of course. But, let's scout it. Oh, awesome! He gets Rabble Rouser! I did not know that. Rabble Rouser is an awesome ability. It basically lets you psych up a monster. Well, it psychs up your entire party for +5 when the battle starts as a chance of happening. And oh, that was awesome! You know what, I am not going to synthesize him, or if I do, I'm going to synthesize him into something awesome. I won't name this slime, I'm just gonna, like, use it, and he's gonna be like, oh yay, you scouted a slime, good for you. Alright, now that was pure awesomeness. Now then, if I were you, I'd grind off of these slimes until you're about level 3. Okay, you now go to treepidation. Every single area, by the way, is a pun. Just wanted you to know that. So I guess I'll take a battle against a slime as an example. Basically, the battle system, for those of you who don't know what this game's like. The enemy's taken by surprise. Yes, you can get back attacks that can be unresponsive at times. Same with the enemies, but you got a bunch of different things. You can fire a monster. You can give orders. So by saying fight, your monsters just do whatever they feel like. You can give orders to give them like specific instructions. You can go to tactics to choose like if you select fight. So if I focus on healing, if he has like a healing spell, then you know, he will use it whenever you need to. And the AI is pretty good. Scout, which is what people think makes this game a ripoff of Pokemon, where you can scout your monster, but it's a bit more complicated. Items and flee, self-explanatory. So here's just the simple fight option. And yeah, these slimes give off 1 experience each. 2. Alright. And that's going to be pretty good right now. So you want to go up to about level 3 or so. I'm going to be doing all my grinding off screen to spare you guys. But if I encounter an enemy right now, I'm, you know, going to kind of like, blah. Just like show it because, yeah, I'm not going to run. But over here, there's an item you're going to want because it might seem pointless at first, but you'll probably need it. It's, over here. These blue chests, they always respawn when you leave the area. A medical herb that will always have a medical herb in it that restores 30 health. You might not think it's that useful because the enemies are weak, but trust me, as you move on, your monsters will be getting a bit weaker and weaker as you go on, so it's good to have something to heal them. Because, like, you'll be like, yeah, I'm doing good, and then you realize, oh god, my monster has, like, 7 health left. Yeah, even though right now 7 health for us is, like, really high. Alright, slime attacks. I would name them, but I don't really feel like it. Pretty awesome slime battle going on, but for those who don't know anything about Dragon Quest, slimes are the weakest monsters in the game. They are the worst, but they're so awesome and so derpy that there are so many cool variations of them, so it's acceptable. Alright, so as we're going along here, I would recommend you scout the monster you're about to encounter over here. Alright, it has the Majora's Mask-ish navigation system where you can, when you're selecting like your song to travel to, but which is really a big improvement from the first game, because in the first game you had to walk everywhere and it really sucked for that part. But now you can just like go everywhere freely. So here's Treepidation. And there's Roy, or Scotty, or whatever. And he's just gonna say, alright, now let's go find survivors. And he's gonna run on ahead. And yeah. And so, the first monster we encounter over here is gonna be one we want to scout. If you're looking, a Metal Slime appears here. Medical Herb. Where is he? Oh, I remember one being there. But, yeah. Ah, there's one. This is a Stump Chump. I'd recommend you get one because they can take some hits. Alright. And you can use, and they're undead, so you can use them. A lot of monsters from the first game, but you'll be seeing some new ones, don't worry. So, scouting, it feels a lot harder in this game than it was before, but it's a lot quicker, at least. Now then, if you fail to scout, it's based on luck after that. It's basically, the higher your attack stat, the more you'll have a chance to scout the monster. And the lower its defense stat, and so on and so on. And when you fail, either one of two things will happen. It will either weigh up the situation like it just did, which is what you want to happen. Or it will take offense, like here. Which will basically boost its attack stat. And you don't want that to happen. Well, for one turn. And you won't be able to try again because it's like, no, you suck too much. So no, you can't have me. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm just going to try to kill you now. Alright. And just take damage and kill you. You are dead. Ha 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 ha. And take all the experience for Buddy. I will call him by his name because I don't remember his normal name. And he got Rabble Rouser in the beginning. Alright. So, my monster just died. Oh noes. Oh wait, I didn't know that monster appeared there, but you can't get to him. So, here's some herbs, and what you do when your monster's dead? Well, you return to the albatross to get fully healed. Or you come across one of these. These are health pillars. They will fully heal your monsters, your entire party. But you can only use them once per the area. So, like, you can leave the entire, like, map and come back, then they'll be, like, perfectly fine. But other than that, yeah. Now, here's a gimmick that I really like that they added. That wasn't in the first game. Is monster size. Yes, the bigger a monster, the more inventory space, the more party space it takes. But, like, the better it is. And listen, and here's a free slot monster. Randomly, free slot monsters will come along, scare away everything, and you gotta run. Because you will not stand a chance against these things. Even when you beat the game, where you can actually scout them, like, if you just encounter it, then it won't let you, it has like unlimited health. So, you can't really do anything until you get into an actual boss fight against it. This is one of my favorite ones, it's the Wormmonger. I just love its coloration. And it just is a giant worm snake thingy. And it appears every once in a while. And when a giant monster's around, then that song will play. And he will randomly go through this trail. Later on, giant monsters will not follow certain trails, but to be honest, I think the Wormmonger's probably the most annoying one, because he appears the most. Because all the other ones, they only like appear in certain areas. The Wormmonger really appears throughout the entire map. So, he's gonna be annoying. So, now then, there's always a safe spot though. So if the Warmonger comes, you want to be either here or up here. But here he comes. I'm going to show you what happens when you fight him. You'll hear that eerie noise whenever he comes. And there runs the Stump Jump. You can't fight monsters during this. But, oh, Stump Jumps will make a hole in the ground that you can follow. But where is he? Oh, God! Didn't know he could come out from that way. Alright, so this is the Wormmonger. He's the most generous of giant monsters. So, now is when you want to run away. But, we're gonna fight him just to show you what happens. So as you will see, we will do pretty much no damage to him. He is assessing the situation. And he just eats you. Thankfully, other monsters do much worse. So, this is pretty simple. I love this dialogue box. Henry is unceremoniously spat out by the Wormmonger. And then you spawn back here. No matter where you are in the dungeon, in the map, you will always spawn here. So, yeah, that's it for now. Tomorrow we'll be delving deeper into the forest. I'm gonna grind, get a Stump Jump off screen, and yeah, so I will see you guys later.